what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Mix It Up podcast. I am Mike. That is
Hi.
Nick.
Hi.
Nick, I wanted to make this podcast kind of short because the Knicks are on.
Yeah.
Not like that's the Knicks I want to see. I don't want to really see you, the one
Right.
Nick. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I can't imagine having too many Knicks.
It's true.
So go Knicks is
Yeah.
all I gotta say. So, what's up, man? How's the job? How's the job?
I got promoted today after 2 weeks.
If I listened to this podcast, you would think you would not believe it. But I talked to him before the podcast, and it's true. This dude
Yeah.
just gets promoted. You're like, I don't know, you remind me of like a young me when I first had a job like a supermarket. All of a sudden,
Yeah.
they made me manager for a day out of nowhere. I was like fucking 17.
Yeah.
Like, it was ridiculous. So, congrats.
Thanks. Thanks. We'll see how it goes. I mean, without getting into details, I had to leave work early 2 times in the past 2 weeks. Once my second day there. So they must have thought I was insane.
No doubt.
And then they just handed me a fucking promotion.
Probably scared of you. They were like, this guy's crazy.
It was like it was kind of like Office Space, right? When the guy just didn't give a fuck,
Yeah.
he was just like, I don't know, maybe, and they're like, we want we want to promote you.
Right. That's where I was gonna go, but I was like, you know what? Let me tell about my story in Food Bar. But hey, I was exactly thinking about Office Space and
Yeah,
shit. It's like what? It's like what do you say? It's like I wouldn't say I'm missing it, Bob. Like it's just the fucking best, the
yeah,
best fucking movie, man. It's actually my favorite movie of all, like pretty much of all time.
it's a really
That and the Naked Guns. So congrats, man. Congrats on your promotion.
thanks.
Yeah, so we got to get into this fucking shit. Bitches be in space, bro. Like, have you seen
Wait,
this?
before that, look, I got to shout out.
Oh, shout out, yeah.
Yo, I just happened to be in Connecticut the other on Saturday, and Crazy Chris texted me out of nowhere
Wow.
and says, "Yo, the shirt that I tried to mail you came back to me." And I was like, "Oh, well, guess what? I'm in Connecticut. Like, send me your address." It was like 15 minutes away, so I went and
Nice.
picked it up. And this shirt is dope, man. Brookfield Bruins.
Yeah.
This is a really nice fucking shirt.
Dude, I know, like the sweatshirt I had that I wore last week, dude, was mad comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yo, we'll wear this stuff and you'll be my wingman when I want to go pick up hot moms from Brookfield baseball team.
You could sell them on your son.
Yeah, right. Here's my boy. He
That's
got
my
left back. He got left back about 25 years.
Well, I'm on the team. I'm fucking absolutely annihilating home runs.
You're right. You ain't the guy, the coach comes over, puts the ball in the tee. Like, all right, Nick.
That's my
Like,
boy.
guys,
Oh,
die. Yo, another homer move for this motherfucker. And the people in the audience were like, clearly he's over 40. Like, I don't know what's going on here. Like, these guys are nuts. That'd be fantastic. But
you
yeah.
know what I was thinking of, Mike, today? I was yesterday, actually.
Mhm.
How fucking terrible were we at baseball that, like, are we that much better that when we were little in Little League and the ball's coming in at 3 miles per hour that we couldn't just fucking annihilate that ball?
I should have.
Right?
It seems easy.
You know what it was? We weren't taught how to annihilate that ball.
Yeah.
Nobody taught me how to play baseball. I had to fucking teach myself how to play baseball.
There was no fucking YouTube videos watching. Now, like as a grown man, I'm watching YouTube videos that had to hit a softball.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
I'm still trying to learn. Yeah. Why don't you teach me? I should have been assigned like a baseball coach when I was a kid.
Yeah.
That's what we need. Like, we need personal, but now they got it. Kids nowadays, they got personal trainers now. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? These kids are dominating.
Personal Brian trainers.
Speaking of which,
Yes.
softball
Softball.
season kicks off Thursday, man. We're actually playing in the T League. We're going to the
Yep.
Clincher League. There's like two divisions in this league. I was checking it out. We have 10 teams we go against, and it looks like the D League is not going to happen.
Yeah.
There's nothing going on there, so maybe they're moving those teams up to the C or something like that. But yeah, man, that's what happens when you fuck around.
Yeah. Yep.
WP should have kept the competition pretty even, but I'm excited. I'm excited to go play in this clincher league. I did it in Irvington, and I felt like I hit the ball way better playing the clincher. Is a clincher like, is it smaller than a softball, or is it
I
just
don't think
lighter?
it's smaller. It's just lighter.
That's all it is. It's the exact same size.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Okay. That
Oh,
just
maybe it
felt
is a
like
little I don't think it is though.
I don't know. I thought it looked smaller to me. Like when I hit it, I thought maybe that was the reason I was smashing the shit out of the ball. Like I was hitting like line drives, base
Yeah,
hits, like in the gap. I was like, I was crushing this fucking thing.
yeah.
It's usually I'm just a singles hitter. That's all I do. I
I
get
think
on
it's
base.
I think a lot of it might be in our heads with the clincher. It just seems like you're playing like a kid's game and you're like, who cares? You're like, whatever. Of course I could crush this stupid softball. You know what I mean? But like when
To
you're
your
getting
head.
pitched to with that hard softball and you're playing against like no, you know what though? I played in the clincher league. I don't know if you were on our team back in the day. Did you play in that New Rochelle league in the fall?
Yes,
That
that was a
sucked. And we
clincher.
were what?
We
That
were
was a clincher.
terrible.
We were terrible.
We were horrible. But yeah,
Yeah.
it was a clincher. That's right.
And yeah, we sucked. And like, dude, everybody says you can't hit that ball. I saw Pugsley hit that ball farther than like one of the farthest balls I ever seen get hit in my life in our co-ed league over my head before I was even friends with like Pugsley. I didn't even
Really?
know who he was. I just knew he was a fucking animal.
Yeah, yeah.
He probably hit that ball 400 feet to dead center in Yonkers on Andrews Field on Central Avenue. And it went over the fence, so it was an out,
It was yeah, they consider that now, but he don't give a shit. He was like, I'm gonna
dude.
crush it anyway.
And it was to dead center. It wasn't like, because I was hitting the ball over the left field over there because the fence is like 40 feet
I
into the
know.
outfield.
I know.
This guy crushed the balls. Like, oh my God.
He's probably doing it every time. He's like, he always got out because he always crushed it over the fence. He's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Pug smash.
Yeah. But yeah, looking forward to softball too. You know,
Great.
so we got called up by the commissioner, and the commissioner said, "Hey, do you want to move back up to the D League because we don't have any teams?" And
Mhm.
we were all amped up for a second. But like as soon as I got off the phone with everybody, I kind of was just not about it deep down inside because I feel like we got to push ourselves to something that we're just not ready to push ourselves to anymore. You know, you got to like we're I don't think I'm just in that mindset anymore. Like I could play against teams that we're just a little bit more lax now. I feel like we're not fucking psychotic in the. But once we get to the field, if it we'll
Different.
get psychotic.
Yeah.
We'll get psychotic, I guess. But
Once you get closer to like the playoffs, and then once you're in the playoffs, it's like it's different. Then you're like
yeah,
all fucking hyped up. It's like everybody took cocaine before the fucking game.
right,
Everybody's fucking crazy.
yeah.
I was like, man, we're trying to like calm people down. So yeah, I can't wait, man. I'm excited about it.
How's your hand? Did you go to the doctor today?
Yes. So range of motion test,
Yeah,
came back pretty good.
yeah,
No, inflammation went down,
good,
and I'm ready to take some cuts, man.
good.
But it's not 100%. So it could be like a situation where if I re-injure it, then surgery is a possibility. But I hope not.
Yeah,
Knock on wood.
yeah.
Hopefully that's not the case. But yeah, definitely a world of difference from back when I was in pain.
Okay,
What happens
good.
when you jerk it? That's injuries happen.
Yeah,
You
you're
know,
right.
I
Yeah,
didn't think I would fall down that way jerking it, but I did. You fall down the steps jerking it, and you hurt your wrist. That's what happens.
what happens.
Yep.
Um,
Couldn't
I know
explain
you
that to
want
the
to.
doctor.
I know you want to talk about outer bitches in outer space. So go
I
for it.
do. Yeah. All right. So bitches in outer space. You have you heard about this?
Katy Perry.
Yes. Yes. Katy Perry. Um, I think Joy King or some shit or whatever.
Yeah.
They went down to this. They were in. I think it was called Blue Origin. So
Okay.
it was an all female space crew.
Yeah.
So they make history, but in reality, they didn't really go to space. They just went kind of high up, like where a balloon would go. And then they came
Okay.
like they came back down after like a few minutes, and they tried to like Katy Perry tried to be so dramatic when she got out the fucking thing,
Yeah.
and she went to the ground and kissed it. I'm like, yo, just like stop. And meanwhile, all these bitches had like they must have had like Botox in their lips,
Yeah.
and the gravity must have really fucking made them bigger because when they came back down, all their lips like were just fucking gigantic, and the eyes were like it looked like they just had like Botox up in space and came back down. These rich girls, man, it's crazy. Like you really just got that much money, you're just gonna fucking go to space.
Yeah.
And they made it dramatic too. They made it Jeff Bezos or whatever. He was gonna they first off like they gave him like a crowbar to open the door when the girls came back down,
Yeah.
and accidentally the girls just opened it from inside. So they're
Uh,
like, oh no, and they closed it really fast. And then they made Bezos pretend like he used a crowbar to wedge open the door, and all the girls came out like he was rescuing them for some shit. It was so weird. Like after that happens, where the girls just, there's cameras. You can't fake that anymore.
Right.
This ain't the
Yeah.
fucking moon landing. So like they just open up that shit and then just roll with it. Then be like, oh, I
Right.
don't need the crowbar. Just chuck it. That would have been funnier. But
Yeah.
instead, they got to be like so cheesy about it.
Yeah.
But
I mean, they only went up 60 miles, so I don't know, like, what does that look like?
I don't know. Maybe you're above the clouds.
Right? Like, let me see.
You know how?
Kingsbury base.
And by the way, like they didn't bring a man up there because they didn't need one. They don't need
Yeah.
to lift heavy things when there's no gravity up there. I get it. I understand.
I gotta look this up. There's gotta be
60 miles up there. It's not that. It's basically like they just put the tip in
right.
to space,
Yeah.
real quick.
Yeah.
Just the tip. And they came
It
back
was
down.
like it was an 11-minute flight.
Yeah, like, dude, 11 minutes. It's not a
Man.
long time. They just popped up.
I guess though, like, I mean, in all seriousness, like if you were out there,
It'll be cool.
yeah, imagine seeing the whole
It'd be
fucking
fucking
Earth.
cool. Yeah, it will be cool. But I maybe I'm just saying that because I'm like a little bit jealous. But all they did was just they just do the pop in. They went to space, did the pop in, they came
Hmm.
back down.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. Yep. I watched a movie last night called Stowaway. Have you seen that?
No, who's in that?
Um, I don't know her name, but you would know her. You would know her. She's like, hold on, let me see. I'll tell you right
Describe
now.
her. Don't give me your name. Describe her.
She's a comedian girl. She's like a younger comedian girl. She's like cute but not cute. She's got a weird nose. Um, I can't remember. I don't know particularly what
I know who she is.
Anna Kendrick.
Oh, okay. Nah, I wouldn't have guessed that. I like
What are you
Anna
gonna?
Kendrick.
Yeah, she's kind of cool.
Yeah, she's cool. She goes out with Bill Hader, by the way. The guy
Who's
from
that?
Bill Hader was the cop in um
Oh, that guy's cool.
yeah, what movie? What movie
Yeah,
is that? Super
super bad.
bad. Yeah.
So this movie, like, they go up into outer space, and spoiler alert, some random black guy that works for like NASA gets caught in like a fucking place where he was doing work.
Uh-huh.
He like thought he was belted in and he fell. He like hit his head, went unconscious. Ends up being in outer space with them, right? Like 2 days later into like the fucking space thing, they see blood and they're like, oh shit, there's a random fucking dude in here, right?
Uh-huh.
So they find like when he falls out of the space, he tears a hose, and now they don't have enough oxygen to only support two out of the four people. Okay,
Oh
because
shit.
they're going to Mars. They're going to Mars. So now they're like, oh yeah, well we got algae here. We're gonna try to plant it on Mars. We could get air out. We can make oxygen out of that. The algae dies. So now they have to go on this mission to go up like fucking 600 feet on this thing that's connected to the fucking spacecraft somehow to get this oxygen out. And it ends up like a solar storm comes and fucking girl like gets the oxygen, but like she sacrifices, Anna Kendrick sacrifices herself in the solar storm and gets hit with all this radiation and just dies and saves everybody.
Man, did I see this? It sounds like so fucking familiar. I probably seen it.
Maybe you did. Maybe you did.
What is it on? Like right now?
Netflix.
It's on Netflix. Oh, maybe I didn't see it, but I will see it now.
Yeah. Yo, I think I'm getting sick. Oof.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Not the flu, not the bird
Nah.
flu.
I'm
And
just
five,
fucking it
10.
up. No.
You just run down. You need some of that coffee.
Rise.
Rise. You gotta rise up.
Rise up,
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
throw some fucking coffee, man. Take some of that shit.
Yeah. You know what I'm also done with, Mike? I'm done with like politics. Like the
Uh-huh.
on Facebook,
Oh, it's too much.
everybody, it just comes up all the time, the people that like post politics. I'm now not blocking them or unfriending them. I'm just clicking. There's like a dot dot dot, and you could like press close it, and it'll say, "Okay, now we know that you don't want to see this anymore because I
Uh-huh.
don't want to see it anymore. I'm
Right.
done with it." You know what I'm saying? Like I'm done
Yeah.
with the bitching. Like every day, some people post,
From both
bro.
sides, right?
Just just miserable fucking existence shit like this is why blah
I
blah
know.
blah fuck that. It's like what is wrong with you? How could you be doing this to yourself, man?
It's
How?
it's the same people that like go around like burning down or keying Teslas.
It's
Like they
crazy.
think they're like doing something for, but it just gives them a crazy purpose.
Mm,
I'm like, there's so many other positive things you could be doing
yeah,
than trying to burn down a fucking Tesla or smash in a window. It's fucking weird and odd.
right. Yeah, or writing a fucking negative Facebook post about like shit that that you know isn't going to change anybody's
Yeah,
mind and just piss you rile people up like for no fucking reason, man. It's like
dude, look at the
Trump gonna Trump.
Trump
You
is
know what
going
I'm saying?
Trump.
Biden
Right.
going Biden, Trump going Trump, the next person going to the next person. You know what I'm
Obama
saying?
gonna
Like,
be gay.
yeah, dude, it just it is what it is. Like
Yeah,
either like you if you don't go on Facebook,
literally.
it doesn't exist.
If you stay, yeah, if you stay away from, if you don't read the paper,
Yeah,
if you don't stay up to date in like politics or real world, dude, because if
yeah.
you put on the news, any news, it doesn't matter. TV, you're just gonna you get insinuated with that shit, right? Is that the
Mhm.
word? Insinuated?
I don't think so. I don't think that's a word.
Insinuated. You get hit with it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's all up in your business,
dude.
all up in your
Human beings
face.
were not supposed to be able to know what's going on the other
True.
side of the planet because it's none of their business. Just like it's none of your business what goes on in your neighbor's house, right? None of your fucking business.
Yeah, right.
It ain't any of your business what happens in fucking on the other side of the planet either, man. It's just
I
not,
agree, man. I agree.
just
Dude, it's
not.
every other part of like the world is like their values are way different. America is very unique. There's not a lot of Americas out there. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of places where like it's just really bad and dark and really old school.
Yeah,
Like, thank God we live where we live. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It could be like, I know, listen, we all Americans, we all have our fucking problems, we all have our bad days, our bad weeks.
yeah,
But it's just like it's like a roller coaster. We gotta think like, you know what? I survived a fucking rough week. I survived that roller coaster, and then you just be like, there's so much other shit to be grateful for. You know,
yeah.
I could be in the basement of a jihad place with a big giant beard, ready to cut somebody's head off. Thank God I'm not that person.
Yeah,
It's just we live in a crazy world, man. So God bless America. That's what I'm
yeah.
saying.
I wonder what like the bitching the bitching factor is. Like the bitching
Well,
like the bitching meter in other countries like compared to our country. Do we bitch more and cry and just fucking complain more than everybody?
yes, I would say 100%.
Yeah.
Because in other countries, you aren't even allowed to bitch. Otherwise, they cut your heads off. Like,
Right.
if you say the wrong thing in public, you're done. In the
That's
fucking in Dubai, it's great. Good.
no, go on, go on.
In Dubai, like when you're there, like it's Dubai is like really beautiful. It's really nice. But if
Yeah.
you like curse in the streets or whatever,
Yeah.
you go to jail.
Yeah.
Like it's some wild shit. But if you actually are a good person, you'll be fine there. I think people are scared, but you live in peace. Like
Yeah.
they have they leave their cars open, shit like that. Your
Yep.
door unlocked. It's a different world there, man. They really made that fucking place like where like, we're not gonna put up with fucking garbage. We're not gonna put up with fucking gangs. We're not gonna put up robberies. They don't put
Yeah.
up with that shit. When are we gonna not stop not putting up with shit?
Dude,
Say
you,
that 10 times fast.
you become a little bit lenient and then it gives more
Oh,
leniency and
yeah.
more leniency. It's like
Yeah.
we're not we don't really deserve all the freedoms as human beings that we're given, honestly, because we don't know how to fucking act right, man. You know what I'm saying? Like defund the police and stuff like defund the police. What? So you guys can be fucking even more fucking crazy?
You
Like
want more
don't get me
TVs
I like to be crazy sometimes, but like my
uh,
craziness doesn't really like mean
affect
that I'm gonna
others?
go out and fucking hurt people and do something stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it's a little
Yeah.
nuts that you can't curse in the street or like kiss your girlfriend like in certain countries and shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But maybe that's where it all starts, cursing and spitting on the street and shit like that. It's like you're going to
Maybe.
jail now for spitting on the road. You shouldn't do that.
Remember, you shouldn't do that, obviously. But remember, like, remember TV back in the day, like when you were growing up. First off, they had like just classic. moral story shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
then they also had like, I don't know, it was if you said something wrong
Yeah.
on like a TV show, you'd get the FCC coming after you, or you would get canceled or a big fine. And it
Just
was
from
just
saying
like,
shit.
right. There was like, if you said, God forbid you said shit, nowadays, you're seeing people get murdered, heads blown off, fucking curses, just really awful shit. Like,
Yeah.
maybe South Park started that shit. When South Park first came out back in the day, I was like, oh my God,
Yeah.
what am I? What? This is the craziest shit I have
Yeah.
ever seen on TV.
Oh yeah.
South Park, when South Park first came out, it was nuts to me. I
Yeah.
was like, what the fuck? I was just out of high school. I was like, I could not believe I'm like, we were lighting up fucking blunts. We were like watching South Park come on. I'm like, I can't believe this show exists.
Yeah.
And that might have changed the fucking game. Everything's just like now with streaming services, everything's like YouTube on television. So
Yeah.
basically you get away with whatever the fuck you want now. Pretty crazy.
It is crazy.
And then everybody wants to be a Kardashian. All these bitches like want to be a Kardashian. Then they getting these lips getting blown up,
It
Botox. Fucking wild.
is fucking wild, man. It's a crazy time that we're living in.
The reviewers too, like speaking of the people that review shit,
Yeah.
like the people that review shit like on like Yelp, you get the real negative views. Like these people are fucking lunatics.
Oh
Like
yeah.
they say some fucking crazy shit about like I'm like, dude, I just want to find out about this toaster. One guy's like, yeah, this toaster is good for leaving it plugged in and throw it in the bathtub while you're in it. I'm like, what? I'm like, Jesus, for a toaster on Yelp? I'm like, you gotta flag that shit. Negative.
Yeah.
Thumbs down. The funniest one was I read a review about like a big screen TV. The guy there's 100-inch TV for like fucking $40,000, and the guy reviewed it. He's like, yeah, this TV is amazing, so worth the money. But the best part is the box that came with it because I live in there now because he didn't have money for a fucking house anymore. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of fucking craziness and funny shit. Like, but how do you have time to just sit there and review stuff? Like,
I don't know.
I would never. When people ask me to like review or something, like, hell no, I don't have time for this bullshit.
Yeah. Fucking the the funniest like the fucked up thing is you can't trust any reviews, right? You go on Amazon, you look for like a 4.5 or above rating, right?
Yeah,
Because you get anything lower than that, you're an idiot in a way. But like a lot of the fucking ratings that are negative are like didn't come on time. Box was ripped. You know what I mean? Like that's fucking Amazon driver's fault.
petty
Not the
shit.
fucking product. That has nothing to do with the goddamn product.
Right, petty bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you even allow to review when you say stupid shit like that doesn't even correlate?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's nothing about this.
But then you get like other reviews that's like, I really like this product. And it's like, you couldn't go a little
Right.
deeper than that.
It's like a third grader was rated.
Yeah.
It's like the company hired a bunch of like Chinese labor for the kids working. They just all write reviews for us.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. I would hire like a third party company just to send. That's what you should do for your books on Amazon. Just be like, have a bunch of fucking people review it. This book is awesome. This book 5 stars.
Yeah. Right. People do that for sure.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, obviously they get their friends first and foremost. So every review, there's at least 5 friends in those
Oh yeah.
comments. You know that.
100%. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that's what it's all about. You
Yeah.
gotta get your friends involved.
Sometimes they listen, sometimes they don't. But
Yeah.
a quick beer thing.
Yeah.
Bush Light Apple is coming to an area near you very shortly. In the next couple weeks, Bush Light Apple will be available in old beverage centers,
Okay.
30-pack cans. It's been hyped up. We had Bush Light Apple back in the day years ago,
Okay.
but it was such a success, like massive success. Everybody loved it. Tastes great.
Yeah.
The next year, they decided not to bring it back for some crazy reason. They're like, nah, we had so much good success with it. We're not going to bring it back, which is crazy. Then everybody kept asking for it, and then finally they decided to bring it back this year.
Uh-huh.
So now it's like it's getting madness. So on Thursday during softball, we will have Bush Light Apple in the parking lot for a
Okay.
taste test. So if anybody wants to leave a comment on our page how much they love our podcast, you could come for a Bush Light Apple on
Snapple
us.
apple, bitches.
On us. So
Come and
that's
get
the
it.
news in the beer industry. And then there's one crazy day where I seen. So we always kind of like look at the I don't know, I won't say spiritual side, but like the other side, connection side, eerie
Yeah.
side, whatever you want to call it. So there's a thing going around Instagram that I seen about the Philippines
Okay.
where it says April 22nd,
Hmm.
2025, which is starts at midnight. They said at 4 o'clock in the morning, two volcanoes in the Philippines will erupt.
Okay.
And it's getting like crazy amounts of attention. Apparently, like one of Notre Dame's friends or whatever, one of his boys predicted it.
Hmm.
So we'll see what happens. So we only got a few more hours to see. Like if we wake up tomorrow and the volcanoes erupt, then I'll be like, oh, you know who predicted it? It was AI. AI predicted it. That's why
Really?
it's going around. Yeah, AI said that shit. So
Oh,
if it comes,
Nostradamus' friend AI.
yeah. So that motherfucker said it. So this, I don't know if that comes true, bro. Like then AI, like then we're all in trouble. We are all in trouble if that's the case.
This is supposed to happen today?
Yeah, in the next few hours. So tomorrow's the 22nd. So you got 4 in the morning. I don't know if that's their time or our time, but
Okay.
whatever time it is. So tomorrow we shall see
Kind of
what
looking forward to
happens.
it.
It'd be spooky if it actually does happen,
Yeah.
because you
Yeah.
don't. I don't know. AI is just getting out of control, man. This thing called AGI. How
Okay.
did you get that? AGI is basically you could take like your phone and say you pointed at a building and like you ask them like what is this building, and they'll tell you what the building was, and then I'll tell you like was this building something else beforehand, and they
Hmm.
mention the history about the building all by pointing your camera at it. So you're
Really?
pointing your camera like at pictures, like at paintings. Say you
Hmm.
go look at a Picasso. That's a Picasso. That's a Mona Lisa. That's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Like it's all done over this fucking phone, man. And sometimes they're wearing glasses with an earpiece, and the shit's telling you like what you see. So now it's
Hmm.
basically like in your world where you're just looking at it and be like, hey, what is this? Or what is
Right.
this? It's and now I've seen a lot of this on 60 Minutes, and saying even now within the next 10 years, they're gonna actually figure out a way to go through every protein in your body,
Hmm.
dissect it, and tell you what drug it'll take to like target this area or whatever the case may be, and
Yeah.
there'll be no diseases. No
Sick.
diseases. I can't see the pharmaceutical company letting that happen, but I could see it happen because if they are able to pinpoint exactly what you need, what drug you need to make it in within weeks, it won't be
Yeah.
years, it won't be decades. They can make it within weeks, days. A
Yeah.
specific drug that you take that'll cure your specific disease.
Specific, but
Yeah, that's what I said. And then obviously it'll target that, whatever, and then
right.
you'll be paying to the pharmaceutical company, but
A lot of money.
yeah, a lot of money, whatever it is, like whatever the case may be, but they'll still be making money, but the diseases will be cured. There'll
That'd be
be
phenomenal.
possibility of no
Hmm.
diseases because of AI.
That'd
So
be
that's the
fucking
good,
awesome.
that's the great part of AI. But then you
Hmm.
don't want the bad AI in fucking like enemies' hands where they could do some crazy shit. Because now they're putting like AI out there. When they put like some kind of programs out there on the internet, the
Yeah.
AI goes out and collects data, information. They come back with their own like thought process, and they don't know how it figured out how to get that way. It's crazy, bro.
Right. Well, who the
That's
fuck
the
knows? But that would
that's
be
the
pretty
time.
awesome if they could do that with the health thing.
Yeah, that would be pretty fucking cool, and that's within our lifetime,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
Oh yeah.
You know, imagine
Hmm.
being like 120 now. I got no disease, 120. Yeah, I'm all skin and bones. What the fuck, That's
Right.
the one thing you don't want. You don't want. I don't know, unless you had like a fountain of youth pill where you could go back, like make me look 29 again.
Right.
That bang. who knows, man? AI is coming, bro. It's coming real quick. Just be
It
prepared for it.
is. It is. It is coming quick, but it's okay though. I'm kind of digging it a little bit.
Me too.
You know?
I'm interested to see the change.
Yeah.
We always go through like different cycles of change. I mean, we were pre-internet, both of
Yeah.
us. We knew what that world was like. Now we're
Hmm.
living in the internet, right? Age. We've been living in the internet age. And
Yeah.
then with all the fucking technology just fucking sprang into the fucking planet. And now we're gonna go to the fucking AI. We're gonna see how that world is gonna be. So we're gonna
Hmm.
get three different, you know, lifetimes almost in a way, like
Yeah.
a different world every
You're
all
right.
three times.
You're right.
Pre-internet, the internet, now AI. It's gonna be what's after? What could possibly be after AI? Nobody knows. Like who would have thought AI would be a thing?
I know. It's insane.
Wow, pretty wild, man.
It is wild. You couldn't even imagine probably what the next thing is.
Dude, I know.
We'll see though.
We shall see. You got anything else before we go?
Um, no, not really.
No?
No.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's it. We out.
Hi, peace out.
We'll see you again next week.
Yep.
Peace.
Later.
On the mix up.
Sometimes the day feels like the night. I don't know what's wrong with me. Never mind about what I've seen. I'll sit alone in this disguise, but I'll try. So I hang my head, I drown my thoughts, smoke my stuff, then I sing my song. I don't know much what it used to be. I love myself, but I don't love me, no. The question still remains.